Hi, we will discuss about arrays today. So arrays are very important here. To store the values, a number of values into the memory, we will going to use the arrays. Basically, arrays are called as homogeneous type. Why it is homogeneous type? Because it will going to store only similar data type of elements. So that is the reason why it is called as homogeneous. So let's see this one. Okay. So one by one we're going to see. First one, an array is defined as a collection of similar type of data items. That is what we said. Similar type is nothing but it will going to collect only integer elements or character. Like that, it will going to store the elements only the similar type, similar data type. It should be similar data type items. Again, it will be stored. Again, whatever the elements we will going to collect, that is similar type of data elements, that will be stored at the contiguous memory locations. Nothing but so one after the other. Like that, it will going to store the elements. It is we will call it as contiguous memory locations. So let's see one by one. Again, arrays are derived data type in the C programming language, which can store the primitive type of data such as integer, character, double, float. All these things are, it will going to store integer, it will going to store character, double, float, everything. Again, a capability to store collection of derived data types such as pointers against structures. These things we are going to discuss further, but it has that capability to store pointers as well as structures. Again, array is the simplest data structure where each data element can be randomly accessed by using index number. If you want to access the array, so definitely we need to have a index number. Then only we can able to access the array. That is one important, very important thing. So array is beneficial if you have a store elements. So what every way it is very important. Suppose if you take a collection of students' marks, we can able to store like that. There are a little bit examples we can able to see in further. So properties, we will going to see the properties. Array is a contiguous. Okay, we need to understand very clearly the array contains following properties. One is contiguous. So whatever the elements you will going to store, those elements will be stored in a contiguous manner. Each element of array is a same data type and carries the same size. For example, think like that we will going to store four elements that is integer type. See, each and every element we will going to contain consists of 4 bytes. That is what exactly we need to understand here. Again, similar type of data it will going to store. Each of the array are stored at the contiguous memory. That's what I talked about this one. You can able to understand clearly. So where the first element is stored at the smallest memory location, that is we will call it as index 0. Again, each of the element can be randomly accessed since we can calculate the address of the each element of the array with the given base address. So base address is very important. When you have a base address, using base address, we can able to go to the next memory location in the array. Nothing but next index. We can able to move to the next index. That is the property. Advantage of C array. This is code optimization, less code to access the data. So because if you want to access the data, every time you have to write the printf like that. So for each and every variable, again here we can able to store with one variable. I can able to store n number of integer values. That is what exactly. Easy of traversing. By using the for loop, we can retrieve the elements of an array easily. We will going to see in the program all these things. Easy of sorting. So sorting can be done. That's what we're going to use the for loop, all those things. We can able to sort the elements with, using certain techniques. So example, bubble sort, all those things. Random access. We can access the element randomly using array. At any point of index, we can able to fetch the array value, index value. So those things we will want to see here. That is what exactly we need to understand about the advantage here. So disadvantage, fixed size. So this is what is the disadvantage here is it will going to have a fixed size. That is one we cannot able to change the size. That is a problem at the runtime and all. Okay, we define at the time of declaration of array, we cannot access the limit so that it does not grow the size of dynamically like linked list, which will be learned later. So like that. So what we when we fix the array size, it will be static. So that is the reason why this is one kind of disadvantage here. So we're going to see the declaration of array. So data type, array name, array size. Let us see the example for this. That is integer is a data type. Marks, we can able to store the student marks, 5 students marks. That is, um, so you will going to mention this one, the green, this one, that is 5. So it is a size of the array. So that would be represent within the square brackets with semicolon. This is what we call it as declaration. So you can able to see the initialization of array. How can you able to initialize the values means you can able to see marks 0 is equal to 80, marks 1 is equal to 60, marks 2 is equal to 70, marks 3 is equal to 85, marks 4 is equal to 75. Like that we can able to initialize the array. Again we can able to fetch it. So let's see the program and this. You can able to see the declaration as well as initialization. Integer marks 5, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have 5 marks over here. Okay. So like that, either this way also you can able to declare the array. This is also one method we can able to use. By default, it will going to understand we have a size file like that based on the elements. So we're going to see the program and this.